So, hello everyone, I'm on with my live version of Kakegurui episode 1. The XX season 2, right? I hope this works up. YouTube has been down, and that is up. That's why it's like, is it still? No, come on. Okay, it probably lag a bit. Yeah, because YouTube was down. My voice. YouTube has been having some issues. But I think it seems to be working again now. So we're using a live stream and worst case scenario. Well, it's not worst case scenario. But I hope even if no one actually can watch the live stream, the videos are going to be up and you can see it later, right? But it might also, of course, worst case scenario, nothing will be recorded and it won't be able to sit up. but I think it works now. So anyway, we're going to watch Kakegurui then. The, I don't know, ecchi, weird horror anime, something. It's gambling anime as not, it's not a gambling anime. It's very fake gambling. I'll say it right away, right? I have worked with as a poker player, poker pro. I have worked as a croupier. I have played both blackjack, so on. My cousin has been a professional poker player for like 7-8 years. Not nerd anymore, but he was for many years. He's better as well, and so on. So I've done a lot of gambling, right? But Kakegurui, they don't gamble. They just do like faces. This is Kakegurui pretty much. This is Kakegurui, right? They used to faces, and the actual gambling part is it doesn't exist. I was sitting right here. I think the anime is pretty funny, but it's clearly is no Kaiji, right? It's clearly no Kaiji. They don't gamble. They don't be like, this is a strategy. If she's played this card, I should play this card. Like, you know, like they don't do that in Kakegurui. They just do like, you know, it's like, how's her shit? Oh, this is my shit. Yeah, and then they just do it. But anyway, I think it's pretty funny though. It's pretty entertaining. But I would not call it a gambling anime because it's so little psychologically in the actual anime. So I think if you like it, especially if you like it for all the weird faces and weird characters and so on, I think that's pretty fine. But saying that it's like, oh my god, it's an amazing gambling anime, that's kind of weird and unfair to other gambling animes, in my opinion, like Kaiji and One Out and so on. The one thing I would say about things that are funny is that Tonegawa, one of my favorite anime last season, great anime, right? Kind of Kaiji season 3, also co-released at this time frame. So now instead of Tonegawa, we have Kakegurui. It's like Poetic Injustice. Yay! Yay! That's... I should be so mean, but I'm supposed to. But Tonegawa is also amazing. Tonegawa is amazing. So I'm gonna miss Tonegawa regardless. We'll see if Kakegurui can fill that spot. But it's kind of funny though, because obviously Kakegurui and Tonegawa are somewhat similar. That is somewhat gambling-ish animes. So anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so last time they had a battle against the president, right? That's kind of it's a very quick battle, yeah. She just beat her. No, there's something else here. So kind of weird red table. Yeah, like the face. Oh, okay, it's like a French guillotine. And then you just put your hand or maybe your fingers out of the holes here. Okay, so it's like a small guillotine. How did you start with this thing? How is this the first thing that happens here? Last time was like, you know, oh, we're doing this battle against the captain, which kind of, and that was like guillotine. So then it starts with play for that. Okay, so a little like gothic maid girl is gonna battle them in a guillotine game. She has weird faces. Oh, you can't say no, yes. Of course, he doesn't want to do it because he's also afraid of everything. She was like, Yori! Oh, the opening was great. The opening was really great last feature, yeah. Okay. Yeah, she had like sister. She cut up for it. Yeah, the opening was awesome. So okay, let's see it. Yeah, it's like it's almost that thing. Like, come and play with me. Yeah, it's almost that yonder eyes on her, right? Oh, this is cool. This is cool. The card, like holding the cards, that was cool. They're in a different council, right? But this part, I love. This part is really great. Where they can keep doing the cards, holding the card there. But she looks crazy, yeah. This is probably like the anime because she is a crazy woman. This is all the anime is about. Is seeing her being crazy. It's not much gambling in it, right? It's just her seeing like, yeah, that is the anime. Come on. But yeah, these are some new animes here, right? Like the maid girl here. Cause then she's to the left here now. This is the first anime then. Okay, so they're coming with a new enemy team here then, right? She keeps doing insane in the... And I remember the ending too, when she's kind of close. Yeah, the ending is just... That was the last ending, right? She just went less and less... Yeah. I love they keep the circling thing. Well, that was cool. That was cool. They kept circling that. Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. Now I forgot to pull down the live chat. I just do during openings because the first way. Let's just do that. Yeah. Okay. No. That's good. Okay. Yeah, the gamble, this is just recapping season 1, right? Or, I don't know, the rules. Everyone gambles. Yeah, this is recapping now, yeah. The Janken game, the nail game, the... I don't know, yeah, the sword roulette game, whatever that was. The weird face game. It's after the anime. I mean, the anime all used to know all these weird faces, right? I should buy one. I should have like a hood so I can be more like. I need a hood so I can really do the weird faces here. Okay, here are new enemies though, yeah. Okay, still just recap. I think it's fine though. I mean, they have to recap this one a little bit, right? So, okay, so this new girl is just a dog suit because she's Kakegurui. So of course, she's gonna battle the Gannat, yeah. And she's always into dangerous stuff, right? She's just a gamble because everything is gambling in the world. Life has no meaning unless a gamble. Yeah, they want, yes! Let's do it! Of course. Really? We could die doing this? Awesome! Here we go. This is the movie we love. What's the rules? Let us play. Yeah, it's like, yeah, and it's so weird. You have to, I think you hand your finger in this. Oi. It really works. I mean, this is the anime. They're just insane. And he's always just pushed around, poor guy. Yeah, he's always just... And she's gonna be pissed off now because she obviously is trying to scare them with her crazy French guillotine game, right? And they're like, yeah! Oh, you know, yeah, exactly. Can't be impossible. It cannot be. Yeah, let's battle. I love this dog suit, girl. It's such like it's like this other girl in the bun suit, but it's also the kind of orange suit right there. Such like a Kakegurui thing. Of course, it has to be a chibi one inside, a kind of Umaru-chan dress up, right? Yeah, of course, like that. With the got lully made thing with like different eye colors. Yeah, it's like, I mean, the character design is always really funny. Yeah, they always have awesome characters. So those strings there are connected to the there we go. This is Kakegurui. It's exactly what I remember. Yeah, this is the earrings. Yeah, no one gets free from this. And it's simply so alive. Yeah, this is the Kakegurui exactly how I remember from last season. When he just take the camera and it's like, yeah, game. Yeah. That is exactly the enemies. It's faces and like zooming in on eyes, right? Yeah. And she's just happy playing this game. Yeah, she's just happy. Yeah. Okay, they're ready. Can I see it? The weird, I don't know, finger cutting game or something. But I've learned anything from cut this, you can lose a finger or two and it's fine to win the games. So, you know, Kaiji already did this. I'm so sorry, but I felt like season 1 was like, Janken, Kaiji already did this. It was like you can say that Kaiji already done everything, right? And it's like, Kaiji already did this thing too. Finger thing, yeah, Kaiji already did that. Okay, so they bet the money. Okay, finally. Okay, let's go. You bet your bucket and you bet your hand or finger. I wonder if you can bet more than one finger. I didn't repeat that up, but I wonder if you bet more money, could you be like, I want to put the whole hand in here right away. Like, I'm going all in. Can I do both my hands as an all in? She can't hold it anymore. Yeah, so they cut off the... Okay, so if you pick the right one, you can... I still wouldn't win right away, but... Isn't this great, yeah. I'm thinking about it, you can hit your... Yeah, I didn't think about that, but they kind of... I mean, it's possibly in the same team, right? I guess, kind of, but she could get her line, yeah. That's true. I wonder what the strategy is in this game, then, because if it's like... There's probably some cheat, right? There's always some cheat in Kakegurui. XXX, whatever X. It's gonna be some cheat in here. It's like, my line is a different color or something, even though they're all black or, you know. There's also a cheat. Look for the cheat here. It's gonna be a cheat, probably. We have to use random, but it's never random. It's always some kind of weird cheat. Maybe her hole has like metal thing in this, so you can't actually lose a finger. Like, what that could be a thing. Okay, let's see now. Her inner monologue. She just looks crazy. I feel like someone was like, I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. And then they were like, oh, season 2 as well. They were like, yeah, let's say that like Shane Shaw from Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2, but let's do it with weird girls instead of like Yugi. Like that kind of anime, right? Because it's like, yeah, if you lose light point, a flame throw it to your face. It's like that, right? Yeah. He's always wondering what is wrong with them. See, and this was saying, this has nothing to do with gambling at all. It's basically seeing her being like, oh yeah, we're almost losing now. Yeah, it's like this is not a game. There's like rolling a die to see who is getting hit first. Yeah, there's like no strategy here. There's no actual, you know, logical gambling, right? Unless there's a cheat somewhere we can see that. But you know what I mean. This is just a weird, like etchy anime. Come on, we all know it's true. Like this thing. Here we go. Here's the shit. Here we go. Yeah. Now it's like, ha ha ha! My perfect plan! Ah, nice. I'm gonna explain it here. Yeah. I knew it. I say knew it, but I mean, like it was obvious that it's rigged, right? It's always rigged in the otherwise. It's always rigged in this anime in the opponent's advantage. Because one reason this is weird in this anime, right? It was she always plays against them in their game. It's like, oh, here's my own sword game. I invented it yesterday. Here's all the rules. Plus these 5 rules I only have. Yeah, like it's always like, you know, you always have like their own game, right? And they have to just find out the shit. It's always like that, yeah. Okay, but look now, she knows. She's like, oh, but I have seen through shit, yeah. Her skill is to be able to spot cheating, not actually, you know, being good at the games. It's more like, oh, this is your thing. What happens if you cut off the top thing? You're allowed to cheat like that? There's also kind of weird rules you can probably cheat on as well too. Okay, I have to say this is great though. The reflection of her crazy face in the blade there. That is good. That is good anime. They know they know how to do faces. Oh, that's great. But I'm thinking, what if you cut off top rope? Okay, now she's going into anger mode, I think. Come on. I waited for it to be triggered, right? I waited for it to be like, you know, the awakening of... Come on. Here we go. Here we go. No, we go. No, we go. Here we go. Now she get triggered. Yeah, now it's like, I will show you my red shape. Yeah, it has to be fun and gambling, right? She's just annoying. I don't know. I find her mainly annoying. Yeah, she's just like, gambling. Yeah. She's kind of this weird girl you can't get rid of. Yeah. So what happened if you cut off the middle thing? Is that also you couldn't do that? I'm just throwing it out there. What happened if you cut off the middle rope thing, right? I was like, what happened? Yeah. And it's so fast. And she's like, what happened to me? Was it fake? Was she just happy anyway? It's a weird anime as always. It's a weird anime as always. Yeah. It's supposed to about screaming. Yeah, this is her fear, right? Yeah, she's just so afraid of failing now. Yeah, because they are crazy. This is her mind vision, right? Yeah. Yeah. She wants to lose her finger and hands. Here we go. Zooming in on people's eyes. Yeah, how did you notice it? See, I'm telling you guys, it's her true skill is just being able to find their shit, right? It's like, this is how she's cheating. This is what I will do. Because it's never actually like, oh, this is the intelligent game design here. How do I beat his strategy? It's more like, you know, these are shits. How do I get the shit? This is definitely the most etchy anime I watched this year, at least. Yeah. Yes. It's just... Maybe she should just give up, right? Yeah, it's time to maybe it's time to run away here, and it's no dishonor leaving. I start crying now. It was so crazy. It's pure mental pressure because of their craziness. Okay, she's doing the crying attack here. This is the first time I think I go where someone started like. Well, I've seen people crying, but like not like in this kind of battle, right? It's your game, right? He knows. He knows exactly up here. He knows how crazy you are. He's like, oh my god, this is so horrible. Can I ever stop doing this kind of stuff? She just probably is happy about this. She's probably like, oh, ending now? Oh, flash recap? Huh? It's like a recap now. I felt like a weirdly placed recap here. Yeah, maybe earlier. Because yeah, now it's just recap season 1, right? Because it started having a recap. The first like 4 minutes for recap, right? And now it's recap again. But this is like a more detailed recap. Okay. It's actually I like the song and it's like a well done recap in the sense so. Oh yeah, that was the best episode of Idol singing. Yeah, the Idol episode, that was clearly the best episode. Oh yeah, and that's the nail scene. And they're showing the whole nail scene. There was just a whole nail scene there, okay. Yeah, then the last thing where they were like, I don't know, traveling in space or something. Yeah, I remember that. That was weird. A lot of weird Yumiko face things. That is it's mandatory in anime. Okay, so now let's make a recap. Now it's probably back to the council. Okay. I guess they won that game, started crying. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna explain how the new people are there, right? How the new enemies are there. Fighting them with their new crazy games. President's always super attractive with a blue lipstick. Yeah, I love it. He probably... Okay. Over here. Okay. Oh, this is a familiar voice actor. Ah. Here, of course, the rest can't come in now, right there. Probably. It's a familiar voice actor trying to. Yeah, here they come. The wheelchair lady and so on. Yeah. And a guy will go with her. And like a tired girl. Basically gonna show us the new enemies right there. Like, yeah. A girl's dog. Yeah, they're gonna have different characters. That guy is I like the guy. Kind of little. Yeah, it's more like the rough guy. And there's the yeah, got. Yeah, I like the guy. Kind of little. Yeah, he's more like the rough guy. And this the yeah, got. 'Cause, yeah, familiar voice actor trying to. Yeah, here they come. The wheelchair lady and so on. Yeah. And a guy will go with her. And like a tired girl. And basically gonna show us the new enemies right there. Like, yeah. A girl's dog. Yeah, they're gonna have different characters. That guy is I like the guy. Kind of little. Yeah, the rough guy. And there's the yeah, got. New guys to beat, basically. Okay, so wheelchair girl is probably either better her legs, right? That's why she can walk. Or she can walk and it's a fake. Somehow gambling or something, yeah. So you're gonna reveal her be able to walk when it's timing for her gambling to walk something. Yeah, the one in she's badass too in the white hair there. Could be that the gyro girl with the witcher girl is actually a master gambler behind her, and she's pretending to just be her like aide, but it's actually a super good gambler. It's like, this is my new improved team. Yeah, you guys were horrible last week. Yeah, like no, it's new bad guys. Yeah. But the first thing you do is gambling with Yumiko and losing. Okay, so ending now, ending. Because last ending was just her like, oh yeah. That was last ending, right? Just her walking. Okay, it's her walking. Okay, it's the same. It's just less dark and, I don't know, gloomy. It's more bright because it's at 4 instead. But it's the same ending, basically. I think. Yeah, pretty much so far. Yeah, it's just her walking. It's like it's a brighter version of last year's ending. Okay, the other girls are there too. Yeah, so the first speed there, but President is there to make it a less. Oh yeah. Okay, some urine. Okay, there's some urine, and that is true for her jacket there. Yeah, so now it's the same thing as last time. It's basically it's the same, a little more urine than last time, but otherwise, I mean, the team is the same, right? It's a weird anime. Oh, but they never gamble though. Thanks. Oh yeah, this is the greatest t-shirt ever. Everyone knows that. Have to wear it almost every day now. No, I'm gonna wear another t-shirt for tomorrow, next live stream. But yeah, it's ended there. Okay, let's review it. First impression, I don't know, I'm missing season 1. I already seen season 1, right? So it's not like I'm... Okay, first impression. Kakegurui episode... XX episode 1. Let's just actually remove the head here. And I hope the YouTube is working fine. I think it's working fine now. And then I was down for an hour, right? I think it's up now and it works fine live stream as well. I hope so at least. Anyway then, okay. Whether this is worth watching or not. I feel like it's pretty much the same thing like last year. And I got a lot of heat, or 2 years ago, right? Maybe, yeah. My channel was new when I watched it. I watched the one. It's like one of the first things I watched on this channel. And I got a lot of heat. Because I was like, this is not Kakegurui. I want the Kakegurui. Sorry, no. But I was like, where's my Kaiji, right? That was what I was saying. And I feel that this is the same this season. Where this anime, it is quite entertaining. I mean, I'm laughing at it. And I actually do find it entertaining. But I don't find it entertaining as a gambling anime. Because it is not a gambling anime. I think that's like the first thing you have to think about. I actually did a video about that. One of my first videos for this channel. Which I did like, I guess then 1.5 years ago. So that, and I did a video about this. How I, compared it to like Kaiji and One and so on. Also, because I have myself, I worked as a, I have played a lot of games professionally. Games, both poker, but also like Magic, the Gathering, and so on. I played a lot of card games, and I have done a lot of probability math, right? We've done probability math teacher and so on for a bit. So anyway, so talking about it heavily last time, and I find it entertaining. It's funny, it's crazy, it's weirdly etchy. It's always like they all zooming on their faces, and they're like, I wanna play some. It's like it's like a weird anime, right? And it's entertaining. And I do find it funny, but do I find it good in a gambling way? Absolutely not. That's not saying the anime is bad though or not. It's not saying this anime is bad or not, but it's like, if someone told me that, and that's my main point here, because the season 1 was airing before I was watching it. Someone like my friend was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna," I mean, he's like, "You love Kaiji, so you're gonna love this anime because it's a gambling anime, but it's like super cute girls also." I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "But it's not gambling at all." So I got disappointed, right? I think a lot of people got disappointed because it's nothing like Kaiji at all, right? Or similar like Kagi and so on, One House, etc. It's not there for a second. So you got disappointed. I got at least very disappointed. But now, in my opinion, now at least season 2 here, now I'm completely aware that this is like an ecchi anime with gambling subtones, and knowing that it's like watching, I don't know, Kedyu or something. It's like watching Kedyu of gambling, right? Something like that. Having that mindset makes the anime much more enjoyable, I feel. If I just completely ignore it, there's nothing to do with gambling. Yeah, and watch it for the etchiness and the weirdness of it, that's entertaining. But if I watch it for, oh, this is gonna be like a very intelligent gameplay style, they're like, oh, this strategy here, the shit of this thing. If I watch it for those kind of enjoyment, then you get sort of disappointed. And that I was same here again, because, and I will say this thing though, even though I did enjoy this episode, I do feel that episode, well, I mean, I'm not surprised because I expect nothing else for it, because it's the same as season 1, but it could have had the same ecchi moments, right? The same face moments, so on, and also had good, like, battles. It could have been both. That I would say though. It feels like there's no reason for it used to be ecchi, or, you know, why couldn't it be both, right? Because, okay, so let's talk about this game here quickly then. So they're like using scissors to cut off, I guess, ropes or whatever. Yeah, let's more ropes. Electro's guillotine, right? And if you cut the wrong thing, you then lose your finger and your whatever and so on, right? And so right away, that game looks to be completely randomized. It's completely RNG. It's just like cut the thing and cut the wrong thing, you lose. So already there, I find it honestly as a bad game. And even if we of course he's cheating, of course the bad guy is cheating, as they always do, comment that later. But if we ignore that and say they wouldn't be cheating, it's just completely random. Let's say it's completely random. That is a boring game in my opinion. I'm just straight up, it's a boring game. Just like in real life, who wanna play a game which is random, right? People complain on Hearthstone because it's too much random, but the game isn't just random, but it has random elements and so on. Card games, right? Yeah, you have card draws, then the card draws have random bids, right? People usually dislike that because it makes it more casual and so on. But the game they are playing is completely random. They're just like you know, you pull a rope until you lose or until the other person lose. It's no skill at all, right? So that is an uninteresting gambling because you can't write tension around it. Really, you can't write like, you know, she's pulling that right one. What if the left one is the right one? Try to trick or someone, because there is no really intelligence behind it. They can't have the main character be like, okay, so I know that the yellow over there, if she takes that one, she loses. So I have to trick her to take it by doing this thing and this thing and this thing. Like, that's interesting from gambling or psychological perspective, right? But if you do it here, how can you do it here? It's just random. So you can't have any storytelling around that. So on a good side though, the anime doesn't even try to do that. They just say, okay, we know it's just random, we know it's no actual skill in this game, except the cheating, but it's cheating. And so let's just do a lot of weird faces, right? They do extra faces there. So they know they can't really write like a compelling battle around it. So that's good in a way that they know what they're doing in that sense. But I see, obviously, Super was like, why couldn't it be both, right? Why couldn't it be both crazy extra faces and having actually good battles, right? But just that alone, though, I would say that thing, that the game in itself there, that's a bad game. If you want actually gambling, right? Because it's usually random. So you're never going to have that the main character has, you know, a secret plan or, you know, some kind of, you know, inner monologue. Oh, how can I trick her? Oh, I have to do these 5 steps. And if she helps me out and I tell her a lie, she does this thing, this will happen, and then the bad guy's like, she's trying to trick me. And, you know, back and forth, sort of, yeah. But that's never going to happen here because you know, just the premise alone of this game, you know, hinders that, right? That's the first thing I think. Second thing, they're always cheating in this anime. They're always cheating, and that I think is a little. I read the last season. I found that that's a little disappointing that they're always cheating, right? There's no one that actually is like, oh, I'm just play really good bridge. I don't know. So someone's like, okay, let's play Othello, and I'm just the master of Othello. If you can beat me with Othello, you get my money. Or if you can't, or chess or whatever, yeah. But something like a little less than, less known game. Othello, of course, is very, very known, but I mean, it's less known than chess, right? Or famous, or whatever. Like something like that, right? Or let's play, I don't know, more backgammon or something like that, right? Some classic game. I played that game, and it's more like there is just skill in it, but instead they're always like, let's play card games with my cards. They're always like, yeah, let's play it with my personal deck from my father that has a card company. It's like, okay, that sounds suspicious. But I mean, this whole thing here is that she comes here with a weird like rope guillotine thing, and it's like, look at this, my super advanced new invention, right? Let's play this game here. And it's like, it's so incredibly obvious that she is cheating. Not only does she has her own equipment, her own stuff, right? But it's her own game too. Like, this is not a game. Like, she has created the game herself. This is like the only game that has this thing, and it's her equipment. She's like, I will have my finger here. Like, who would play those games? That's always the problem in this anime. So I was like, who would agree on these terms, right? It's like, okay, you bring in your own game here, your own game, and you made the rules and everything like that, and I haven't even seen it beforehand. You just bring it in right now. You're gonna play it right now. You give me the rules, and it's kind of like you probably might be lying about the rules, right? And it's like, okay, there's like life and death too, and it's gonna be like a metal plate or whatever, protecting her finger, right? You know that. It's like, why would you even? Yeah. Or that she was cheating on the rope or something. And it's always like that. So instead of beating them by being like better at the games than them, by actually defeating them in the actual game, or out-cheating them perhaps. Like Akagi, he out-cheats people. I think that's great. I love Akagi. He out-cheats them. One out, he knows they're cheating and ruins their cheating, so right. That's very good, yeah. But instead of doing this, instead of having that kind of trickery, how can we do those things? They're just like, okay, what's her cheat? How can I beat her cheat? Then it's over, right? And I feel that the author, it's kind of made it like, instead of playing actual real games with people know the rules and so on, it's kind of like, here's a placebo game that actually has no meaning, but I can draw extra faces. That's kind of what I feel, right? You can get away in it. But still, though, it's enjoyable. But it's enjoyable as watching a horror anime without a good storytelling, or like an ecchi anime. Right? It's compelling as watching like Kedio, in my opinion. But I actually like Kedio more than this anime. But I think it's entertaining, but it's entertaining in the same vein as Kedio, right? I want to see girls fighting with their, like, sure you can! Yeah, I want to see that, sure you can! I want to see that stuff happening, yeah. That's why I watch Kedio, because it's ridiculous and funny and super silly. And that's how this anime is. Like that, it's the same genre, I would say. And they have the water fighting in Kedio is just a medium to show off the strange comedy and ecchi, right? And here's like the weird games they have. Oh, look at this guillotine game. There's no actual meaning. It's like just a weird medium to have the weird faces and like, let's play, yeah, that's me, yeah. Like it's just a medium around those girls to do the weird stuff, right? So. I think they're equal in that sense. Actually, Kaiji is probably better because they have the same rules every time. We hear it's like a new game every episode, and the game is never really like explained. Like, hey, it's a new game I made yesterday, and it's good rules on it. I think the anime would be much better if you actually had, at least if you can play, actual real life games that you can recognize, you can know the rules of them, and then it has a planner on it, and also have interface threat. So for me, it's like entertaining anime. But it's just purely ecchi entertaining, I would say. Something like that, yeah. So in that sense, Tonegawa ended last season, right? Just last Tuesday. That was way more, of course, was Kaiji. So it's like Poetic Injustice. Poetic Injustice. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow with some more first impression, I think. Hopefully it works well and so. Hopefully the video worked. I think it was some lag when I started the beginning. And not my fault though, actually the chance for the whole system fault, right? So anyway, have a good day and I'll see you.